Hey, what's up? This is Ben from TSO. We've recently made a bunch of changes to our exhaust stack lineup, so we're going to take this video and walk you through all of them. So with our exhaust stacks, we have 3 different sizes, the 7-inch, 8-inch, and 10-inch, and 2 different lengths. We have 36-inch and 40-inch height or length, and 2 styles. We have the cat stack and the miter stack. I know you're asking, like, why would you want to go with a cat stack over a miter stack? Well, a miter stack, it's this one that just has a 45-degree miter cut on it. This is great. You're going to get a little bit better of a little bit louder exhaust note from your truck because the exhaust is just shooting straight up as compared to the cat, which now you're going to have this bend in it, which is going to kill the sound just a little bit. It's not going to do a whole lot, but it will make it slightly quieter. And then the other thing with the cat stacks, the biggest benefit of the cat stack is the biggest drawback of the miter stack. So with the miter stack, you have, whenever your exhaust comes up, it's more likely to go onto the cab of your truck, or whenever it rains, now you're getting water coming straight down your stack. And then the second you turn your truck on, it's either going to suck up water potentially into your turbo or blow black sooty water all over your truck, and nobody wants that. So that's where the cat stack fixes a lot of things. Because now if water comes in, it's going to have to be raining sideways for the water to go down this stack. So if you got it raining down straight, water's not going to go in it, so you're going to get significantly less water into your exhaust, less soot on your truck, because now it's not going to hit the roof of your cab, because now the soot comes straight out. So it's generally going to go over the bed and not get nearly as much soot on your truck as compared to the miter stack. And also on our stacks, we include the trash away. So this keeps your buddy from throwing a beer can or trash or something down your stack, which whenever we first started doing stacks, we didn't think that was too big of a deal. But then we started doing them, and I would turn my truck on, and now I'd have stuff just flying out of my stack. So that's whenever we created the trash away insert to keep all the trash right on top, so the second you turn your truck on, it's not getting sucked into your turbo and it's getting blown straight out, if somebody actually does that. And the third biggest innovation we've made with our stack lineup as of recently is with our base plates. So you can see here we have a 2-piece base plate. Before, we would have a 1-piece base plate, which meant that this inlet was welded to the bottom of this stack. And we did that in the beginning because it was simple. It allowed us to get stacks out faster. But as we started growing, building more stacks, and wanting to reduce our lead times, it became more and more of an issue of now we had to have this 4-inch stack as well as a 5-inch stack. So it would double our inventory. Well, doing this style cuts our inventory in half. So which that means it allows us to keep more inventory on hand and reduce our lead times all at the same time. Plus, it also has several other benefits. With this base plate, it allows you to swap out the different inlet sizes. So let's say your truck currently has a 4-inch and you order your stack with the 4-inch inlet, and you're not a huge fan of the sound of the stack. And you're like, hey, maybe going to a 5-inch exhaust would help. So now you won't have to buy an entirely new stack, wait for the lead time, and then be able to install it. All you have to do now is pick up a new base plate, swap it out, and now you have a 5-inch exhaust leading into your stack. Another thing where this benefits is we're currently working on new base plates that will, it'll have a pipe coming in, so then your stack, because the stacks get hot and they often burn plastics or even a bucket, or if you have a tarp or something in your bed, there's a high likelihood that it's going to get burnt onto the stack. Whereas once we're in the development process of having a pipe coming off of this base plate that slides up into the stack, so now your stack itself acts as a heat shield without diminishing the sound quality in terms of how loud it is, the tone and the pitch and all that of your exhaust. So then the second thing we're doing with our base plates is making a shotgun base plate, which a shotgun stack is essentially where you have 2 stacks side by side. And in the past, we would weld 2 stacks all the way down to a box, which essentially was then going to spread the exhaust up into both stacks. By doing this, well, let me back up. Doing it that way was very difficult to ship because now your stack would weigh over 100 pounds. And shipping something like that that's been powder coated is very difficult, especially with UPS, all those places. It's very difficult and generally becomes damaged. So with this way we're coming up with is you have 2 individual stacks with an individual box that you now just bolt those 2 stacks to, and now you have shotgun stacks. So another benefit with that is you can buy 1 stack and then want to upgrade later on. Now all you have to do is buy 1 more stack and the box base. and now you have a whole new exhaust system. So the way these work is these are much easier to install compared to the inlet plate being welded onto the bottom. And the reason for this is with this being flat, it allows you to set it in your bed completely flat. You're not having the base of it stuck up 3 inches. So you can stick this in your bed, position it exactly where you want it, and then mark all your holes, remove your stack, and then now you take this, flip it upside down, and then you can mark the inside of your exhaust so you know where you need to drill out your pipe for. And then once you drill out your bed, you slide this on, put some rubber, or not rubber, but the gasket maker. You put that on here, and then slide this stack on top, and then use the included bolts. And this is how you'll attach it to your bed. So you'll slide these in from the top, and then you'll bolt it in from the bottom. Oop. And that's how you install it, and it does make it much simpler and is a much easier way to install it compared to our old style. So these are some of the recent innovations we've made on our exhaust stack lineup. So head on over to tso.co to order one for your build, and also don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel.